What's up guys, welcome back. The Nintendo Switch OLED has been making waves ever since it got announced, for better or worse. Yes, it's not quite the Nintendo Switch Pro everyone was hoping for, but yes, it's also quite enhanced compared to the original Nintendo Switch. Now, I don't know about you, I sincerely hope you were able to get your hands on one. I know there's like a worldwide shortage of the thing. Well, I'm happy I pre-ordered it because I'm playing it every single day. Now, Metroid Dread was released on the same day, and if you still haven't played the game yet, what the hell's the matter with you? Go download the demo and see for yourself, because that is actually a beautiful example of how to execute a platformer that do in a historic series in 2021. Personally, I'm more of a Metroid Prime kind of guy, but it is a pretty damn good game. Now, if you are wondering what controller should I use to play the game, PowerA has your back, as they send over this Metroid Dread exclusive controller for Nintendo Switch, officially licensed and all that, for me to review. So go and check that out today. And if you're one of those people who has a Nintendo Switch OLED and a little bit worried about protecting it because it's slightly bigger than the original Nintendo Switch, how about the new Slim case, also designed in that beautifully Metroid Dread themed stuff? I'm going to review both of these today. If you want to, you can actually win one of these in this giveaway we're gonna host. So be sure to scroll down to the description and check out the terms, conditions, all that stuff, so you can win either the Slim case or the controller. And without further ado, let's just check out what these have to offer. Alright guys, so on the left side we have the Metroid Dread Slim case, over here on the right the Metroid Dread wired controller. Something that's unmistakable. There's a wire right there, here it says the enhanced wired controller, a little wired logo over there, and here in the red bar it mentions wired. On the back side it's mentioned, just to be sure, just once more, there's a 10-foot cable of 3 meters, which would be more than sufficient. Works with the Nintendo Switch and obviously the Nintendo Switch OLED. I'm going to open this box. I mean, there's nothing much to it. There's no flap. There's nothing. Just a straight dead-on box. Very simple. We have one flap on the top, and there we are welcomed by the wire. There's no braided cable or anything. It's just a very simple micro USB cable. That's interesting. Kind of stuck to that design. That's all right. We have a little plastic on the top, and there is the controller. Now, honest to God, it looks amazing. I'm not quite sure if the colors really pop out on your screen in the same way they do here. I mean, that the green lights up wonderfully well, the red tones are nice, the blue is exquisite with that silvery metallic finish. It's a beautiful controller, absolutely no mistake in it. It's a shame that it's wired, but then again, makes it a kind of a budget controller. That's the flip side, obviously. But first impressions, absolutely energetic. I love this stuff. Now, the button layout is nothing too strange. You should be quite familiar with this if you've ever seen a PowerA controller. Button quality is all fine, nothing too great, but standard buttons. D-pad works really well, good quality D-pad, but then again, PowerA rarely messes that up. System buttons, you can easily press them down, it's good, and the joysticks are very welcome. Now, the shoulder buttons, fine, bumpers, triggers, all that stuff, and on the back side, we have mappable buttons. Now those are very welcome. You can program them by holding that button, setting the button which you want to map to the backside, like for example the joystick button. I never really like those. You can map those to those. Now, one thing on, there we have a little port for your headphones in case you want to mute the TV and play like that. And here we have the port for your micro USB cable. Now, thing I want to mention here is the
insane jump in quality when it comes to wired controllers by PowerA. And I can show that by taking a look at the controller I reviewed at the very start of this channel. This was one of the very first controllers I have had a look at. PowerA sent this one over. At the time, just came out. I absolutely loved the design back then, still love it for its artwork. It's amazing. One of the most beautiful controllers I've ever had the pleasure of reviewing. But the thing here is that this is the so-called enhanced wired controller, and it is enhanced for so many reasons. Comparatively, these look lovely, both of them. Fine, I'll give you that much. But just look at the size difference in joysticks. This is a flat top, a very straight head-on joystick. This one is so much better. The quality of the rubber material, the shape, it's so much better. The fact that this one has anti-friction rings definitely helps, whereas this generation of controllers did not have that. Even the buttons, bumpers, and the triggers, they feel so much better executed. The shape of the controller too has been improved. The overall grip of the controller has been improved, and the fact that this one has mappable buttons is just miles ahead of what was available just a few short years ago. So for that reason alone, I would so much recommend you take a look at the controllers that are offered by PowerA right now in terms of wired controllers. They're great quality controllers, just like this Metroid. I mean, the design is awesome. If you're a Metroid fan, you owe it to yourself to pick up one of these guys. I mean, it's freaking awesome. And it backs it up with perfect quality. Now, moving on to the slim case. I mean, I'm not too excited about cases. I mean, I've seen quite a few of them. They never really offer anything special. Well, this one does. This one packs quite the punch. So I'm gonna unwrap this thing, and the first thing you see is that the artwork is as lovely as you'd expect. I mean, sure, this artwork is great of the controller, but this one actually takes the cake here. This one is really beautiful. Now on the back side, simple white cover, there's a little smudge there. Now we open it up, and we're greeted by a stand. Now that's really nice. Few things that immediately jump to the fore. First, we have cartridge holders, 10 cartridge holders for your cartridges to take on the go, and it's at the same time a multifunctional stand. So if I take my Nintendo Switch OLED, which coincidentally is featuring kind of the same color pattern there, you can just put it there, turn it on, and play like that. This is quite lovely. Love it. Means sure, you have a good kickstand already built into your OLED, but having this is a very welcome addition, I'd say. Then here you have a little cutout for your Nintendo Switch Lite. It's very thoughtful. Make sure that one also fits. And right there we have all the space that we do need for the slightly bigger Nintendo Switch OLED. Pack this up, zip it up. Good to go. Now, just to round things off, guys, if you want to make a chance in winning either of these, the Metroid Dread Slim Case fit for your Nintendo Switch OLED, Nintendo Switch, or Nintendo Switch Lite, or you want to win this wired enhanced controller Metroid Dread theme, be sure to scroll into the comment section down below, check out all the rules, regulations pertaining to the giveaway. But not before you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new here, and I will see you next time.